somebody else's plate for today or tomorrow and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then just to give you kind of a quick example, we go into my calendar today. It'll show me what's on the plate for today, and there's arrows where I can, in the blue bar, where I can cycle over to tomorrow the next day. And the plus in the upper right would be to create a new event for today, like a new calendar appointment.
Mm-hmm.
So I have, for example, there's a call with Kendra at 10 o'clock, and there's another item at 2 o'clock. So if I want to see the details behind this, I just simply tap on it,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll take me into the details on this particular activity. And the little building icon and the little person icon on the right, that would take me to the company record that would give me kind of an overview, profile, everything about this company, which I'll take you to in a sec. But I can see, for example, the subject on this, some of the classifications on this activity. If I go down a little bit further, it'll show me the address of where I'm going. The little circle icon with kind of some little divots in the north, south, east, west, that will link over into Google Maps for you. To give you a map of where that particular location is.
Okay.
The phone numbers are blue because if you click on them, it'll dial the number for you. It just takes you to your normal iPhone dialing program.
Sweet.
If you want to read the notes on the activity, then I just come down to the bottom and just click on notes, and it goes and fetches out the notes for me.
Okay.
And you could look at any activity, yours and other staff members, whatever you wanted to do.
Okay.
So, for example, if I'm going to go meet with Kendra and I'm trying to remember, like, what policies did we sell Kendra? Is somebody else working on any issues I need to be aware of?
Mm-hmm.
Then I would click on the little building icon, and that'll take me over to a profile about the company, Cafe Latte, that Kendra works for. So I can see my broker of record was mid-2010, accountant service reps. I can see any tags that we've assigned, any office locations. If I, for example, click on that little icon for the Google Map link, it'll pop over and just take you right over into Google Maps.
Mm.
And then you could do a direction find, just like normal in Google Maps.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you some summary. So there's 10 open activities, 4 history records in the last 30 days. You got 11 policies. It just gives you kind of a quick statistical snapshot on the account. And then all of these items underneath it here, when you click on them, it'll go fetch the actual information for you.
Okay.
So I could come down, here to, for example, activities, and then it'll go grab all activities that anybody in the team has for Cafe Latte. And then I could go in and look at the details, read somebody else's notes, whatever I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
I could come down here to policies, for example, and then it'll show me all of the information about Cafe Latte's policies. You can see they have an HMO, a PPO. If I want details on the PPO, for example, it'll just pop in and give me a quick snapshot of it so I can look at the rating information, the renewal date, the plan summaries, a link to the hyperlinked PDF that was put on the policy.
Now, if there's a PDF link to that, you can click on the the blue hyperlink, and the PDF will actually pop up.
Yep. Yeah, as long as you've got the PDF viewer on your phone, which I believe is standard with an iPhone, but I think you have to download it on an Android.
Okay.
But any docs you have will pop up.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to go, for example, if I went back up, I don't know if there's any account level documents on this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here, for example, there's a 2013 census. And then here comes the actual Excel file, and then I could open that Excel file. It depends on what you have. I mean, if you are using numbers, or if you have like Excel on the actual program itself, then you could do an open in from here and choose Microsoft Excel if you have that app on your phone.
Nice.
You have full access to all of your different documents.
I mean, this would be the same if you were using an iPad, right?
Yeah, same with the exception that the application kind of adjusts itself visually to spread out a little bit more on an iPad. So if you've ever seen like some iPhone apps, when you run them on an iPad, you kind of have like a 2 times view mode.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. We actually will physically readjust the whole program. So it looks at the screen size of the device that it's being used for.
Okay.
And then it makes some adjustments. So it works actually a little bit nicer on the iPad because you just have more real estate to view stuff.
Right.
But I mean, you're going to have all that information built in. So every company, every contact. For example, I could go back over here to my calendar real fast and say I go do this appointment. So I have all the information in on this case. I could come up here to the little, in the blue header bar, there's a 3 little bar menu. The left 3 bars is the main menu of the program, which is always present.
Right.
The right blue bar is a menu contextually sensitive to the screen you're on.
Right.
So here I can now say I want to edit this, or I want to do a complete with follow-up. So if I go into edit mode, for example, on this activity, I can now change any of the information I want to do. I could come down in here into notes, and I could just start typing a particular note that I want to add into here. I could voice dictate a note, because all the phones nowadays have the voice dictation capabilities built into it.
Yep.
You know, and then I could save the activity for the future, or if I wanted, I could have chosen to complete the activity with notes and schedule a follow-up and assign the follow-up to somebody else on the team.
Nice.
But you could delegate tasks from your phone or from your tablet device.
Joshua, the icon that you originally had on the home page of your iPhone, that's a bookmark that you saved on your as an icon, right?
That is correct. Because this is an HTML5 mobile app. It's not an app that's unique just to the iPhone. So we use the same HTML5 app for all of the smartphones that we do.
Okay.
So when you first log in, the system prompts you, checks to see if you have a bookmark for the mobile app, and if you don't, it prompts you, and then there's a little button that pops up at the bottom, you just hit it, and it puts the mobile app icon on your screen like I have here.
Got it.
But in essence, we're just making the bookmark for you, which if you know how to do, you can do yourself.
Yeah.
And then there's an option on the login screen, which, I mean, the security folks say don't use, but everybody uses it to remember your login and password. Just because, I mean, I can't type very great on a phone, so if I have to type my login and password every time, I go berserko. So it'll remember it and auto log in every time.
Okay. So how do you create a brand new task or brand new activity? What's the difference between a task and an activity?
Well, an activity is there's 2 types of activities, events versus tasks. An event is a calendar item. So if I go to new event up here at the top, this is akin to scheduling something on your calendar. So you have a date and you have a start time and an end time. A task is different. A task is going to be more like a project item. There's no time option to it. It's got a start date and a due date. So if you want to knock something out over a 5-day window, that's a task. If you want something to pop up on your calendar at 9 a.m., that's an event. Both of them are activities, just 2 different flavors.
Okay.